Hi, I'm Sam Orlich, a product specialist here in Madrid, Spain for Heritage Audio. Today I'd like to introduce to you the Elite Series HA-73 EQ. Okay, now we'd like to show you the back side of the Elite Series HA-73 EQ. The first thing you're going to want to do here is take your power supply, plug that in, get this thing going. Next up, you have two options for inputs, microphone input and a line input. Now what you're going to need is another XLR cable. You're going to take the female side, plug that into the output, take the male side, and plug that into your DAW or any type of recording device you may be using, whether it be a tape, digital audio workstation, whatever it might be. And you're set, ready to go. Now we're going to be going over the different features of our HA-73 EQ. First up, we encounter a jack for the DI for any guitarists or bassists, especially recommended for all you bassists out there, as this unit is famous for its low frequency response. Next up, we run into a set of buttons. The first one up on top is the 48-volt phantom power for any condenser mics you might be using. Directly below that, you'll encounter a line button, which will activate the line input on the back of the unit. Next up on top, we have a pad for a minus 20 dB reduction. Directly below that is the low Z input to change the impedance from a high 1200 to a low 300. Okay, following on, we run into the gain pot, which is 5 dB stepped. Also, should once again mention that this is our famous two-stage gain amplification. Next up, we run into a high frequency shelving filter at 12 kilohertz. Following that, we have a mid-range EQ here, which has on the inside possibility of increasing or decreasing your dBs, and the outside pot ring is to select the frequency. Also possible to put it in the off position, completely eliminating the filter from the signal path. Following on, we have the low frequency filter. Also possibility to completely shut off if you're not using it. Once again, increase or decrease the dBs on the inside and select the frequency with the ring. Following that, we have a high pass filter. Possible to turn it off all the way up to 300, from 50 to 300. Then following on, we have a fully adjustable output gain stage. Possibility to insert or take out the EQ completely from the signal path. And finally, we have a phase button to completely switch 180 degrees. This is our unit. We hope you enjoyed it. Okay, thanks for spending this time with us. Hope we've been able to answer any questions you may have had about this unit. Nonetheless, if you still have any doubts, feel free to get in contact with us through our webpage. One other thing I'd like to take a moment to mention to you is that we do offer another very similar unit, also a preamp with EQ, called the HA-81A. Very similar, just a little bit more elaborate EQ. Thank you very much, and see you next time.